Hello, everyone. Okay. That wasn't supposed to happen.
For the health coverage you need close to home, lean on Molina Healthcare.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out something. Um, where is it? Aha, there we are. Interesting. Okay. It looks like when I start to raid someone, whoever is highest on the list that starts to raid first is what happens. Okay. I noticed my son's streaming right now, and then when I went in, I noticed I'm not hosting him. And that was like, wait a minute, why am I not hosting my son? That's interesting. I thought usually I get more out of that one. Okay. Oh, that's right. I was going, there's something else I was gonna do. And this was Steph's recommendation. So let's see what happens here. I have a feeling my answer is gonna be I'm gonna have to go after Draco and see, but oh yeah, it at least resets. Holy crap. Ors, I feel bad for you. I forgot to drop that, but still. And I'm gone. I don't know how an Auror could even beat that. Because you take 3 hits from that guy and you're gone. Come on. Everything but the energy I'm after. Okay. Nope, not worth it to have my ore. Because my ore doesn't have the updates of the second thing. It might be worth it to switch it if I was equal on the second sections, the ones that are good against these. But see, with my Magi, I had him dead by now. So don't go after adversaries unless you've done your... with something, unless you've actually done your adversaries chain. So unless you've done that advanced adversarial combat with the one, I mean, if you're just starting, of course you won't have done that. So work on that as soon as you can. And just, you'll have to slog through. But if you've started it with one, stick with that one. Unless you are going to do it on more than one. But that's helpful to know that, and to be able to share that it's definitely not worth it to switch unless they're at equal levels. Okay, there's all that. Oh yeah, we can do this while we're waiting for more to show up. Because I need a whole bunch of Sword of Gryffindor. And if I'm right, we should get drops of both. pretty sure I switched. Yes, I switched. Because a Auror would not have had that ability. So, we will see as soon as we finish this one. My guess is we're going to find that let's see, is my... Oh, they just finished. I'll just let them. Okay, there. Yep, it's giving automatic drops of both what you use and of the Sword of Gryffindor. That said the Sword of Gryffindor would be a drop, but my suspicion was that it would be both. And they proved that. Or I just proved that. So. The nice thing about that is it means you can actually feel or work on getting more of your challenge drops done in the very same fight. So if you gauge what runestone you use, you can fill your pages or things like that. easier during these events when they do the guaranteed drop. Definitely worth it to have my Magi do this and not my Aura. Now, I'm not saying it would be the same for everyone. It's just the adversarial content that I've unlocked. See, with these two, both of them, you can see right now, I'm going through them a lot faster with this one. So, I think, depending, we may raid someone as soon as I'm finished with this one. Okay. Let's see who's live and we can raid. Oh, Goddess Diana jumped on, but was commenting in Discord, I just saw, not on the commenting. And a gold gift. That goes to... I type loudly. Okay. Sorry. It's interesting. It doesn't show you on as a viewer, so that's why I didn't realize you were watching. Usually it shows me that I have one viewer from like TV or something, but that's okay. So I would say it's not so much that I type loudly, but that my computer has loud keys, I think. So I don't know when you got on, but I tried Steph's suggestion of switching to my Aura. Did not work. Was horrid against the dragons, and even against Draco it did worse, so... So I found out if you haven't done your adversarial content, if you've only done adversarial content with one, stick with that one. I get that, and I'm not complaining. It's just strange because usually it tells me that someone's watching from like a TV or something like that. So I would assume that's like from a browser or stuff like that. Because it doesn't give me a user, so it's someone who's not logged in. Usually it'll at least give me a hint that someone's watching. Someone other than, yeah, that someone's watching. But it doesn't show it right now. So that was a little bit confusing. And that's why I didn't realize. But yeah, I will agree that my energy compared to yours is way low. But for me, maybe, I don't know if Safari makes a difference or not. Obviously, Steph didn't realize that about the adversary lessons because she yesterday told me to be sure and switch to my aura, even though, yeah, even a baby aura would be really good against Draco and Narcissia. And it's like, no. Ah. So that was right after I switched. I forget. And it just, when I had switched, it seemed to be when I was in the fortress right at first, going after that Aragog. Or going after this guy in the fortress. It was just going slow, and I couldn't. Sometimes it seems that they go a little bit slower than other times. And I was just worried that because it wasn't going as fast as I expected, that I had forgot to switch. Because I've done that before. So what I'd done is at the beginning of the stream, I switched to Auror because that's what Steph recommended. And it was not good. And so I switched back and went to Fort, but to take the spider. Forgot I wasn't going to place those. That's okay. I am going to place stuff in here. Okay, while I wait for a minute, I saw something happened earlier today, and I just checked and you haven't seen it yet. So looks like water's starting to do the ones just as everyone else is. Save them for energy for things. And no, I wasn't trying to type quietly. I was... Yeah. But I also know my keys on my computer are not very good. Okay, well, it's uploading. It'll keep uploading while we do it. Or uploading that way, I believe. And let's just go to images and look at it this way. Okay, we have 3 ingredients, our portmanteaus, 2 master notes, and baby mooncalf. Defeat a 3-headed dog. That hopefully they'll be out. I think I saw they will, but 20 good spells are high. Brilliant baby 3-headed dog. Wizarding XP. Brilliant creature discomfort runestones. 15 foes and wizarding challenges. 5 adult mooncalf. Wizarding XP from wizarding challenges. Hagrid's wooden flute. Yeah, I'm just saying it looks like Plotter adjusted how he does them. And yeah. So then place the images. Win in a forest chamber 4 or higher twice. Wizarding XP. That's why. Earn 12,500 Wizarding XP in the bonus event. Use 15 potions and defeat 2 adult 3-headed dog. But that doesn't have me very worried. It's okay that I placed it. Upload it just kind of got in the way. And restarted it. Now I don't have... Yeah, it's still uploading as long as I leave it open. Now I don't have to keep going after Death Eaters. There's one with someone in. Seriously, Rabbit? I hope we get it. Okay, better. Okay, we're good now. That would have been annoying if Uraway did not... Okay, would you let me go away from it? Thank you. So Rabbit was a Magi and was the third Magi. And at the time we only had an Auror in there. And they were just still sitting there. So had it been that way, we would have been in with 3 Magizoologists and an Auror. Unless we had a professor actually show up. And that was my worry. Because I've had that happen before. Where if there's 3, yeah. And while we could have beat Darkwing with that, it's so much easier if you have a mix, as you know. Especially with Magi having 3 Aurors or 3 professors is a lot easier than 3 Magis. It just is. I'm waiting and hoping we get something. That one's a bit better than what the others there were. It was the fact that they were staying there in that fortress with that many or that many Magizoologists, because it becomes very, 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 very difficult to beat if it's all Magizoologists or close to all Magizoologists. Even for, it's not that they were in the fortress. I'm fine with that. It was that there were 3 of us there and they were staying. And that's where it gets dicey, is if you have 3 Magizoologists, it can get very difficult to beat. And when I say very difficult, I mean very difficult. Hmm. Sometimes what you have to do when that happens, depending on how the others play, it's not uncommon to have to start using your potions. Because your aura can't seem to stay alive. Even if you have one aura, yeah. Without a professor especially. Another thing I've seen is when that happens, you'll get other professors or other magies or auras jumping in and staying in. We don't ever get a professor. So have a no. And as soon as that happens, you're screwed. You know, you basically you spend your whole time, all of you, trying to keep the auras alive, and because you can't kill fast enough to keep the auras alive. And so, yeah. Yeah, and I would have left. That's something I would have done if it stayed that bad. I would have been the one to leave, but I was watching because, yeah. So usually what consideration is you jump in and you're the third magi in the room. I haven't heard it so much for the others, but if you're the third magi in the room, then you should leave. Because obviously you came in after everyone else. But what had been going on was I was getting to the point I was going to have to decide what to do. And if we had got another aura or another magi, I would have definitely been leaving. If we got a professor, we would have done.
Two of them. That long. Danny cut the first one off a spoon.
They were fishing, that's what he's talking about.
$18 long and 17.5. Danny's, I looked down, sweetie. And I said, hey, look, there's a fish. And I looked up and I saw Dad swimming by, kind of looking like it was fighting. And I looked at Danny, his pole up was bent and bouncing. Hey, you got a fish? And Danny's, yeah.
So it went by you and you hadn't realized that he'd caught it.
No, I didn't realize he had one on his line and he didn't say anything. And all of a sudden I saw the fish come up in the shallow and they're flopping around like, what the heck? And I looked up at Danny and Danny's got a fish.
Took you a little while.
Yeah. I kind of, before I looked up and saw it, I knew he had a fish on him because I could see the lure right there in its mouth. He lost that lure too. He went like that. All of a sudden, I went, splunk.
What lure was it? Is it when we need to get him a new one of?
No, he bought a pack of them. A pack of spoons from Sportsman's Warehouse.
He could have found my fishing box.
You don't have it.
Oh, okay.
You don't have that type.
Mine might start to work now, though, because it's been so long, but... No, actually, it's not. The number of times he's toppled over his head.
What?
Is Brett's scooter made for going off-roading? Since he...
The amount of times I've gotten head over heels because of this darn thing.
You missed. Since he's too big of a wuss to use crutches.
Crutches, I'll hurt myself even more, Steph.
It's not Steph, it's Goddess Diana.
I'd hurt myself even more on crutches. I hate crutches, Goddess. I hate them. Hey, Goddess. Caden's going to be engaged by the end of the year.
Now that I'd pay to see.
What?
Probably you going head over heels.
Yeah. Trust me. Danny and Lexi have seen it too many times when I've been at Wellsville. They saw me coming out of Lee's the other day, Jen doing the same thing. Coming out of Lee's grocery store. The wheels on the scooter I have, they're so narrow that the slightest rock throws me.
Crutches are cake.
I hate crutches. I'd much rather use a scooter than a crutch.
I have to agree with you, Goddess.
What?
Crutches are easy.
I hate crutches.
I know. I'm just saying, but I agree with her. Nope, he's not. Caden's not gonna go on a mission.
Nope. Caden's probably going to be engaged. You should have seen him 2 days ago in puppy dog eye looks, Jen.
I do, in some ways, wish he would to help him grow up some. But, yeah. Guess you need to pay more attention to where you're going.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, pebble possible, and the wheel will hit it and skip me off, or try to skip me off.
I think he's trying to convince me that if I ever break a leg or something again, it's not worth it to get a scooter.
You better not break a leg.
Yeah, he needs to grow up a lot more. Caden.
Caden?
Mm-hmm. I totally agree. Right now with Bree, if she cancels a date, he's like close to bawling, won't talk to anyone, etc., 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 no matter her reasons. So this week, she had told him, if it rains, yes, I'll go on a date with you. If not, there's things I need to do.
She didn't say there's things I need to do. She was still planning on it. Till she woke up Wednesday morning and her dad said, I need this, and this done. She said, well, I had these plans. And she said, sorry, I need this, and this done.
Okay, anyway. So she called 8. Told her was just distraught.
You know what cheered him up, Jen? You're going to laugh at this. Bree, his girlfriend, paused for a minute on the phone and it's like, Caden, come up and see the backyard. We're going to hold our reception and when we get married.
Paused on the phone. No, you guys ended up having to call her back and tell her what was going on.
Alexi sent a message to her.
Okay, but she had to call back and calm him down. It wasn't just she picked it up on the phone. He was distraught for a while.
I'd do everything I could to cheer him up, and he wasn't cheering up.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got your shiny, what's his name that appears when you take pictures, Jen? Smeargle?
So yeah, I think my concern is how that's going to affect him in the future.
We'll have to play it one day at a time.
Because, I mean, I know he's in love, but things happen. And he needs to learn to deal with that. The only thing that pulled him out of it that day was her calling and saying, come on over and help me. You can come help me. And he immediately...
Okay.
Yeah, let's go, Danny.
But she's saying no.
Oh, Lord. And she's going to marry him? She's crazy. I don't expect the marriage to last long.
Well,
yes, I got a shiny Smeargle today on my 13th try.
yeah, that's how I will do.
So I could see it lasting just if they both determine. But I will agree there's going to be a period of he's going to have to grow up.
Both of them are.
I don't know enough about her to be able to say anything there, but he's going to have a period of having to learn to let go as and deal with disappointment with the especially from what I hear, she wants to be a police.
And second guessing that with everything going on now, so she's not sure what she wants to do now. She told Caden the other day she's debating on going in Pathways.
Okay. But even then, he's still gonna have to...
Caden got his 2 tries yesterday, Jen.
And Brett tried and tried and tried, but he kept trying with the same Pokemon, and so...
I got it like my 4th one out this morning.
But I do have to admit, if it were me and someone acted like that, I'd be like, I'm out of here. If you can't deal with me saying something came up to a date when I've showed you I care about you, we've got an issue. Exactly.
What?
He hasn't lived on his own, had to pay bills on his own.
And he likes it. You're going to be the same way.
Except Danny has lived on his own and has paid bills on his own. He understands some of the things that come with living on your own. He understands the cost to eat. He understands the cost to pay for gas and have to budget, etc. But neither Bree nor Caden has done that. And that can be hard. And then you throw in, if he plans on a date and there's not money, what's going to happen? If, maybe
His glasses broke this morning. He was freaking out. Again. So what do you think he did? He says, go over and find your spare pair of glasses. They're broken too, Dad. I'm like, great! So what are you not going to do? Not going to go to work? He said, gotta go to work. He went on over. He said his grandfather took a look at him and put some really adhesive goop or glue on the side of it and put it back together, and it's like, wear them until you get a new pair.
But that's also part of it. I mean, we have insurance that he can get a new pair yearly, and yet he hasn't gone in for how many years? I will give you that. In general, girls are more
Grown up,
more mature than boys.
I'll give you that too. Some.
I said in general.
They mature faster than us. Sorry, I'm not trying to put down guys, Jen, because I'm a guy too, but I agree with you there. I've seen a lot of guys that they don't know their head from their rear. Aiden's friend Dallin's one of them, sorry.
No, you tape them together. Uh, Depending on where the glasses break, sometimes
Right down
taping
the middle, he
can
could have taped them together.
work. Other times taping doesn't work. So
His first pair is broken right there. Right at the earpiece / glass frame of glasses.
okay. Have a good day. It was fun chatting with you. I'm seeing who I can raid. Not gonna raid that. We will open it and just lurk, but not that one. That one I don't even know that they're growing. That one doesn't have any. Have alert, but not that one. Okay.
With Mindy. Mindy wanted Danny's help cooking today.
There we are.